Welcome to the speaking section of IELTS examination. My name is Sapna Dhamecha and I would be your examiner for this part of the test, and this test would be recorded. May I know your full name, please?
My full name is Nikita.
How may I address you?
You may call me by my name, Nikita.
Oh, great. May I see your identification, please?
Yes, sure. Here is my passport.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, Nikita, where do you live?
I hail from Tohana. It is a small but elegant town which is located in the northern part of India. That place is full of amenities.
Do you study or work?
Well, I do not work and I am still a student. I have completed my Bachelor of Commerce and I am looking forward for my further education.
Now, few questions will be based on dreams. Do you often remember your dreams?
Not really, but sometimes people dreams reveals the thoughts and feelings of them. Beside this, few consider that that is the random brain activity of our mind during sleep. But I personally feel that is the thing what is going on our mind.
So you do not often remember your dreams. Okay. Do you think dreams have any meaning?
I don't think so. Every dream has a meaning, but when we see the dream from the open eyes, it could be fulfilled and realistic. Apart from it, when we see the dream from the subconscious mind, it could be not optimistic or realistic in our real life, and that could not be complete for the further life.
Okay. Hey everyone, before proceeding further to this interview here, I would like to inform that on the occasion of Navratri festival at your IELTS partner platform in our classes, we are giving huge discount between 22nd of September and 28th of September. So if you wish to enroll in our classes, be all the modules reading, writing, listening, speaking, or you would like to enroll in every individual class, be this is reading individual, writing individual, speaking or listening individual class, you can get heavy discount. Moreover, if you would like to join our spoken English classes, then again you can get discount between 22nd of September and 28th of September. You can check here on the screen what discount we are providing, or you can check in our description also. You can contact us on our WhatsApp number. The number is displayed below. First of all, you can book free demo class and later on you can enroll and get the discount. Thank you. Have you ever had a dream that made you feel happy?
It's a very captivating question for me. In my entire life, I have seen many dreams which could be fulfilled or not. But recently, I saw a dream. I became a teacher in my dream.
Mm-hmm. Okay, do you like talking about your dreams with others?
From my perspective, I do not like to talk about my dreams with the others because I think that it should be keep secret and private. But sometimes I think we should discuss it with others because we can get different opinions and thoughts from our homies and friends and family also.
Okay, good. So, Nikita, next few questions will be based on cooking. Do you like cooking?
Definitely, I am a foodaholic person. I love to cook and eat a distinct kind of dishes at home, and I like to make beverages also. I have different kind of knowledge about different foods like continental, Thai, and Japanese also.
Okay, how often do you cook at home?
Well, it's not a random activity for me because I personally mention it because I am a foodaholic and I love to cook at home with my mommy, and I always made distinct kind of dishes like vegetables, noodles, pizza, and pasta also.
Okay, do you prefer cooking at home or eating out?
Well, it totally depends on my mood. Whenever I am at my home, then I cook with my mother for making different dishes for my relatives and family members also. I always make breakfast and lunch every day.
Oh, great. Now, few questions will be based on technology. How often do you use technology in your daily life?
In my daily life, I use distinct kinds of electrical appliances like mobile phone, computer, microwave, and so on. But I personally use only mobile phone for using different kinds of applications like LinkedIn, Twitter, WhatsApp, and Instagram also. But
Mm-hmm.
I think that Instagram is the famous app today's generation, because every people can upload their talent video on
Mm-hmm.
social apps and get a name and fame.
So you mean to say that every person can upload his or her talent or whatever he or she wants?
Yes.
Okay. So Nikita, what technology do you use the most?
I usually use the most mobile phone and computers. If I talk about the computer, we can make our assignment and project by electrically, and we can also use our mobile phone for learning different kinds of things like cooking, singing, and we can also learn different languages like Spanish, Japanese, Chinese, and others also.
Okay. Do you think technology makes life easier?
Definitely, technology has become our life more easier and convenient also, because we can do our work without any physical efforts, and we totally depend on it. And in a minimum time, we can do different tasks at home, like we can wash our clothes, we
Mm-hmm.
can take care of our child, and we can also talk with our family members by making a audio and video call.
Oh, great. So, are there any disadvantages of technology?
Absolutely, there are plenty of disadvantages. Firstly, people do not put their physical efforts on every work. They are depriving from the physical efforts and from the outdoor activities, and they can also become sluggish, and they can get distinct kinds of chronic diseases.
Oh, okay. So this is end of the part one, and I'm going to give you cue card. So Nikita, you will have to speak between 1 and 2 minutes. If you wish to plan your answer, then you can, and you can use paper and pencil for making notes. I'm giving you 1 minute to plan your answer. Yes, Nikita, you may start speaking now.
Well, I'm a wanderlust person. I love to explore distinct kinds of places to get know about the pioneers and the victory of failure. But
Mm-hmm.
here I would like to talk about an unusual place and building which is quite famous,
Mm-hmm.
which is none other than Harmandir Sahib and known as the Golden Temple. That place is located in the Amritsar, Punjab. It is the holiest shrine of the Sikh religion and attracts millions of individuals every year. The Golden Temple is situated in the large pool of Amrit Sarovar, and the upper part of this place is covered with the gold, and
Mm-hmm.
that thing is makes it shine brilliantly, and it also covered with the dome and marbles or intricate design of chips also. Its architecture is a blend of both Hindu and Islamic design. The long causeway connects the temple to entrance, and that feeling is also on the seventh heaven, and the entrance is also connect to the sarovar that gives the feeling like temple is floating on the water.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from this, the golden temple is also used for different purposes, like the people from the Sikh religion together to pray and listen to hymns and read the
Mm-hmm.
holy scripture from the Guru Granth Sahib. There
Mm-hmm.
is also a biggest kitchen for the free meal to serve to all the people. That is quite a good thing in Amritsar Langar House, and all the meals are served to all people 24 by 7. That is also open for different people, and there is no discrimination among the people of different religions and uh, traditions also. If I talk about the main thing about the Golden Temple, the uh, people are quite good, and the nature of them are extremely well as compared to the other religions individuals also. The atmosphere and the tranquility of this place always mesmerizing me, and also attract to the people to come there to see the beauty of the Harmandir Sahib, which is quite resplendent in the inner side and also the outside also.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the Harmandir Sahib last year, and I also captured a lot of pictures there because I am a photogenic person, and a lot of foreigner also came there at that moment. I also clicked a few pictures with them, and the nature of those people are quite good with me. And he one person gave me a picture from his camera, and the camera was I think Nikon, and the picture uh, today
Okay.
hanged out on the wall of my room.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This is end of the cue card. Now I'm going to ask some follow-up questions, Nikita, and all the follow-up questions will be based on the cue card. Why do people like to visit unusual buildings?
It depends on the people choice, but I think that people want to know about the distinct kinds of buildings to get about the uh, to get knowledge about the history and failure of them, and they can also know how we can preserve the old buildings to keep our culture and tradition till long time.
Okay. Do you think the design of a building is more important than its function?
Well, I think both are quite important for us, because from the design we can know the westernization and the employment source of that building where people survive
Mm-hmm.
with the different techniques and sources also. But I think that the traditional and modern development quite uh, necessary in the today's world, because in the modern amenities we can know how we can develop the buildings to uh, to visit the more globetrotters.
Okay. How do modern buildings differ from traditional ones?
Traditional buildings and the modern buildings are quite different from the each other, because the modern buildings comes with the different amenities, and if I talk about the traditional ones, we can preserve our culture and heritage. And the modern development always brings the lot of benefits. Firstly, economy can be boosted, and the different sources of employment could be generated.
Okay. Uh, should governments invest more money in modern architecture or preserving old buildings?
According to my own perception, spending money on the modern architecture of a building could not be a good thing, but we should and government also spend money on the traditional buildings also, because it's a good thing for all people. Because in upcoming generation, children can get more information about the different buildings and the ancestor also, operate the how they operate the people in an efficient manner to give them the money and the employment sources in different things.
Okay. So this is end of the part 3. Thank you so much. Hey everyone, now this is time to give the feedback for Nikita speaking. For this speaking, I'm giving her 7 band score. Although in the examination it could be 6.5, but she had done preparation a lot and it's been preparation from past few weeks. So I would say that 7 I'm giving so that she can be more motivated to prepare herself for the final examination. But like if she does the same thing in the final examination, it could be 6.5 or 7, but today I'm giving 7. First of all, in the part 1 she was quite confident and was giving elaborated answers. This is really important that speak between 2 to 3 sentences in part 1, as usually I tell to my candidates that this is important to speak between 2 to 3 sentences or 20 or 30, between 20 and 30 seconds, and then she maintained that. However, she had done some grammatical errors here. She tried to use passive sentences. So this is advisable. Go with variety of sentences, be complex, compound, passive, active, question sentences as well. Then she tried to use the combination of these sentences, especially the passive, but she had done mistake while using the passive sentences. Wherever she was using passive, like she was using should be, could be, maybe, then she was using first form of the verb. So this is wrong. Whenever you are speaking something in the passive voice, then this is important. With the passive voice like should be, could be, maybe, might be, you need to use verb third. But she had done this big blunder in the part 1. Coming to the cue card, in the cue card she had done a big mistake, especially in the coherence part. The question was about describe an unusual but interesting building you would like to visit. The question is that something you would like to visit, but she talked here everything in the past, like she visited Harmandir Sahib, but again she said that I would like to visit. But any building, any unusual building, she if you haven't seen any building, any unusual building, and you would like to see, then the question would be in the future, the answers would be in the future. But here that she was talking everything in the past, so this was a big mistake she had done, but she spoke. The second big mistake she had done in the coherence part, like question, there was some bullet point where it is, what it looks like, what it is used for, and explain why you would like to visit it. But here she was talking about the building, like till few seconds, or I guess 1 minute or something, that she was very perfect when she was talking about Shri Harmandir Sahib, a very beautiful and very unique building of the country. But later on, when she had no content, then she started speaking about the people, their nature, and about, she gave one example, I met one person, one foreigner, I used his or her camera, and his nature was good. So all these things were unnecessary in this cue card. Like you need to, you are supposed to speak to the point, whatever the questions are, then you have to be around them. Let's say you haven't any idea what to say, but try to be around that topic, not go here and there. You cannot just divert the topic, especially in the cue card, but she did here. When like she was talking about the nature of people, one particular person's nature, this was not being asked in this question. The question was about the unusual building, and here she could define more and more about the building. And she used a one big kitchen, instead she could use here one big community kitchen. And moreover, she had done some other grammatical errors too. Coming to the follow-up part, in the follow-up, usually this is important to give the points, or you must have a strong opinion. Like I asked the third question, how do modern building differ from the traditional ones? So whenever there is a difference question, then try to make a difference in the points. First of all, you need to say that there is a huge difference, there is a big difference, or there is a slight difference. Then you could categorize in the points, but she did not. Like first of all, secondly, thirdly, last but not the least. So I generally advise to the candidates who prepare at your IELTS partner platform, who take classes from me and from the trainers, I generally advise them in the follow-up part especially, just try to give the strong opinion, but try to divide them into some points. It makes your answer or every answer in the follow-up more impressive. So these were some mistakes she had done. Otherwise, I would really appreciate, because after preparation, some weeks, at least she had done something good. If she presents in the same way in the examination, then she could secure 6.5. But I really want to motivate her today. That's why I'm giving 7 band score. And I guess after preparing more, she could get 7 band definitely, or even more than that, because she's hardworking girl. Thank you so much.